My story begins in a wee place in Scotland called Fort William. I was raised in a very Highland setting mixed in with a strong Pakistani flavour. My mother was a dressmaker and she instilled in me a really strong sense of fashion aesthetic. She always encouraged me to sketch my own designs, which were always East meets West. And in my own time and for pocket money, I would do tailoring alterations for her, which was amazing training for what I'm doing now. Most of my work life I've been a senior creative mainly in the magazine world. So if I wasn't designing pages, I'd be on a shoot or I'd be commissioning illustrators. It always encouraged me to think of creative concepts all the time, and this constant creative ebb and flow, I'm sure, contributed to the idea of the Virtue head wrap. It came about quite accidentally, me just messing around with items in my closet. And I made my first one when I had to cover up more so for a religious ceremony. And the traditional head wraps tended to age me somewhat, so I wanted something more like a turban style. There were loads of influencers and style icons wearing it so beautifully. People like Asia, Dina Tokyo, Maria Idrissi, Helen Nonini, and supermodels like Halima Aden, Shahira, and my all-time favourite cook Nadia Hussain. So they basically encouraged me to create more of a turban style. So my design is like a millinery cap. It's got two legs to it that you simply wrap around. It's very simple and it's very secure, and it doesn't need a lot of pinning. I didn't have time to faff around with tutorials because I live in London and time is of the essence where every second counts. So in my lookbook I've created many different styles and they were all produced well within a minute. The only difference between each look is the final knot or the final twist that make them look very different to one another. I've used very different fabrics, everything from jersey to organic stretch cotton to even a silkier two-tone fabric. I'd really love to hear about what you prefer in terms of fabric. So right now I'm creating samples in the Far East, where luckily my brother-in-law has a garment making production company. He produces for the likes of Diesel and Caterpillar and Billabong, all very high-end brands, and so I'm really expecting great things. I want to use the best possible fabrics and the best possible finishes for the product. I'm also creating a branded pin to go with it for people who want to be doing something more creative with the final knots and twists. I want to ensure, however, that it's ethically and sustainably produced. The most important part of this project is that I want to give back through it. And I propose that for every 10 I sell, I want to give one to cancer patients who are losing a lot of hair through treatment. I think it's a really important cause and it goes hand in hand with what I'm producing. And I've always given back, so this is a really good way for me to do so. So I'm really excited about the product. If you're just as excited, then please get on my wait list, feedback to me on my contact form, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And all that remains for me to say is, if you can share it on social, then more love to you. Take care.